Watch out, kiddos. Uh-oh. As you can see, even at the end of the season, we're still getting caught by these sprinklers. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Great Garden Challenge, where we're taking this garden and seeing how much produce we can grow over the course of an entire season from March through October. And we're getting close to the end here. Looking forward to seeing how much we finally make it. We have grown already so far over $1,600 worth of food out of this 15 by 20 foot space. That's only 200 actually growing bed square feet of space. Some aisles in there as well. But that's a lot of food to come out of here. And if you have been following along, you can see how we started this from grass, from sod, prepared the beds, and grew this garden from scratch. So if you missed any of the previous episodes, drop down. There's a link down in the description below. You can walk through the entire season with us. You can see how we planned this garden in Seedtime. Makes it really easy to see when to seed and transplant and set up your succession plantings, because this is the key to having a perpetual harvest out of your garden and to grow the most out of your space, is to make sure that when one thing is coming out, you have another thing that's ready to go in its place. And Seedtime is pretty much the best tool out there to do that with. So there's a link down in the description. You can go grab your free Seedtime account as well. But let's talk about what happened this week in the garden. All right, so we're getting ready to seed some radishes in the garden here, and I bought some of this organic fertilizer chicken manure pellets, the Soil Smiles natural chicken manure pellet fertilizer. And so we're gonna be putting that on the garden here just as a fall little fertilization here as well. Starting out this week in the garden, I came out and we put on some chicken manure pellets, Soil Smiles chicken manure pellets that I had purchased from the Seedtime store. If you'd like to get some for yourself, there'll be a link down below where you can go grab some for yourself. We sprinkled those out over our beds because it was looking like our plants needed a little extra boost, and we watered it in. And then we seeded some radishes. So you can see down behind me here that we have put in the pellets, the little chicken manure pellets, Soil Smiles, in these beds here. So I'm gonna water those in. And then our beets have not grown very well at all. So I put in some radishes in between the beet lines there. We'll see if the beets still grow, that'd be great. But the radishes will be a good crop instead. And we have put radishes in on either side of the green beans over here. And the Swiss chard is growing up in between those green beans as well. So this was kind of our last planting before our deadline, which is the end of October. So we're getting these radishes in, and hopefully they grow up and are ready to mature and eat by the end of October, which they should, just according to their days to maturity. Otherwise, the rest of the garden, later on in the week, I came and did a garden update video. So you might see a little bit of that here. And you can see that we've got green onions coming in. We've got collards that are growing under the tomatoes. We've got lots of greens here. We're gonna have a pretty nice heavy greens harvest as we're coming into these cooler months. So lots of fun stuff there. We've got some nice kale. This is almost ready to start picking. And on the other side, we have some collards growing. You can see these collards are starting to take off. We've got some herbs down here, some dill and cilantro, parsley growing here, and then here are our green onions. Excited about those. And then we're still getting peppers off of the peppers. Hey, there's a cucumber down, right down in there somewhere. Tomatoes are still coming on. Down at the base of the tomatoes, I have collards and green onions on either side. It'd be interesting to see green onions under the tomatoes here have not been growing that much, so it'll be interesting to see what they do. We've got lettuce here. We've already harvested some out. I'm gonna try and purchase some more to transplant in. And then we've got a good amount of Swiss chard here. It's doing well. And some more kale and some broccoli down at the end. Now I want to take a quick minute to congratulate Quintessential Hope for winning our giveaway from last week's video. Huge congratulations, you won some worm castings. I'm going to drop a comment down below yours, letting you know how you can claim that. And for anyone else watching this video, guess what? We are doing another giveaway. So leave a comment down below on anything in this video and you'll be entered to win a set of grow bags. These are a set of colored grow bags that you can use for potting your plants, putting them on your patio, or even taking plants and pulling them inside potentially. You just want to make sure that you have a good drainage situation. Anyways, these are great grow bags for growing in, and you could win a whole set of them just by leaving a comment down below. So go do that, and who knows, you might win them. All right, friends, it's the end of the week. I'm gonna give you a little glimpse around the garden, see what it's like, because as you saw earlier on, we seeded some radishes over here, and you can see them coming up. Check these little guys out. Right in here, yeah. They're coming up nice and thick. We've got some radishes coming up on this side as well. And in between where the beets were. So we're gonna be watching those as they grow up. It's about time to do a harvest in here. I need to get some things harvested. Pleased with my green onions coming along. And yeah, so things are going well and we'll just keep on tracking. And then at the end of the week here, I came out and did a little walk around the garden again and did a harvest. Okay, so I just wanted to show you my example harvest of today. So this is kale, just coming in for the fall here. Got a bunch of peppers here, tomatoes down underneath. Got a little cucumber plant here. Put this in the sun, heavy. And then we've got a whole bunch of green beans and some basil. So, beautiful little harvest. So, just a nice example harvest that has come out of this garden today, and I'm excited to go weigh it and add it to the list. And if you want to keep track of our numbers as we go along, there's a link down in the description below where you can see the spreadsheet of where we're tracking all of these harvests through the entire season. So once again, if you want to keep following us through this whole season, like to see the updates each week, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you get notified from week to week as they come out. And leave a comment down below. We'd love to hear from you as well. Happy growing. This is a lot of fun, and we're coming down to the last sprint to see how much food we can grow out of this garden. So that wraps it up for this week. Looking forward to seeing you in next week's video.